computer. Absolutely. All right, girl. Now I'm turning it over to you. I'm going to mute myself and turn it over to you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I hope I can live up to that rockin' introduction that she gave. My name is Jennifer Welshans. I apologize I'm in the car, but we are buying our second Escalade today. Yay, Lavelle! So it was just kind of an impromptu thing. We have the smaller Escalade, and it's just 3 little kids. It's just seriously just not big enough. So for those of you that don't know me, my name's Jennifer, and I am with Lavelle. I've been with Lavelle for 2 years. I have absolutely no network marketing experience before Lavelle. I seriously was a tired, exhausted, and worn out busy mama, just looking for something to give me more energy because I knew I was killing myself with the coffee, the Diet Pepsi, and the energy drinks that I was drinking. I mean, I figured out you could drink 2 5-hour energy shots a day and not die. So I just knew I was killing myself. And I actually stumbled on Thrive online, and I couldn't figure out how to buy it because I'm not like one of those people that would go to like Amazon or eBay to buy something like this. So I just made a post on the Lavelle fan page, and I just said, okay, does somebody want to tell me about this stuff? And I got I don't even know how many messages I got from people saying, sure, I'll be glad to tell you about it. And I looked at my husband and I'm like, I don't even know who to order from. Like, I don't know any of these people. And he goes, well, because my direct sponsor actually lives in Wisconsin. I've never met her. I've only talked to her a few times, like through Facebook. And they're dairy farmers in Wisconsin, and my husband, we live in Pennsylvania, and my husband will tell you he's a wannabe farmer. So he's like, go with the farmer, you know, you can always trust those people. So that's what I did. And I ordered it wrong. I took it wrong. I took it full dose the first day and drank coffee and had my 5-hour energy shots. Like, I was a hot mess express at first. But I was a day one thriver. Like, I tell people, I felt like I could see colors differently that first day. Like, I felt like that mommy fog was gone. I was like feeling amazing. But I also thought it was in my head because, you know, like I wanted the product to work. So by day 10, I mean, it was way past bedtime. Like Amber said, I go to bed super early because I get up super early. Like, I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go to the gym. So when she was like, oh, can you do like 8:30, 9 o'clock? I'm like, girl, you will get nothing out of me at that time of the night because that's like way past my bedtime. So she was so gracious as to give me an earlier time, and I appreciate that. But I get up super early. I go to bed super early, and I totally lost my train of thought with that. But anyway, day 10, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I had both hands going, like wiping down the kitchen. And my husband's like, do you want to go to bed? Like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, I just wish I had more house to clean because I just felt so amazing. And he thought I went off the deep end, to be honest. And I knew at that moment I was going to be on this product forever. And I was a hairstylist at the time. I was cutting hair full time. And even my customers were like, don't take this the wrong way, but you're like way nicer lately. So we knew. I knew I was going to be on this product forever. I figured with the buy 2 or get your product for free, or refer to get your product for free program, I figured, why not? I don't want to pay for this product. I had never intended on making it a business. Never. I owned a salon and a spa, so I was running 2 brick and mortars businesses. I was working full time. I had 3 little kids. I had a husband, and if anybody on here knows my husband, he really should count as 2 other children. And so I had, yes, I'm talking about you. I had a full plate. I really never intended on doing another business, yet alone network marketing like that. I was one of those people that rolled their eyes at this kind of thing. And so I got my 2 referrals. I talked my husband into taking it. He got his 2 referrals, and pretty soon, not my sponsor, but her sponsor was telling me, you know, as I was getting my 2 referrals, she's like, you know, if you just like switch to promoter, you could get some commission on these orders. And she goes, even if you don't cash it out, you could switch it to credits and like get an extra box of shakes or something a month. And having an entrepreneurial spirit, I'm like, Sure, why not? Well, signed my husband up, got his 2 referrals. I mean, pretty soon I hit VIP. I hit VIP 1600, right? And when they deposited $1,000 into my checking account, I was like, what just happened? Like, wait a minute here. All I did was run my mouth, which I do naturally, and I made money. Like, this is crazy. So the rest is history. Seriously, 2 years later, I hit 200K in 10 months. Our team just took off. It was just super on fire. And we've just been having fun ever since. I seriously, hands down, have so much faith in this product and so much faith in this business. I've also become a huge advocate for network marketing. Being a brick and mortars business holder, I see the opportunity that people have in this, where you don't have to, it's no overhead, no startup. I mean, it's just such an incredible opportunity that anybody that wants to earn some extra money, anybody that has an entrepreneurial bone in their body should look at this type of industry. So I went from one of those people that would roll their eyes at this kind of stuff to being a huge advocate for this industry. But yeah, we just went to the top super fast. We are having so much fun, and one of the things I love about this industry is that if you don't help others hit your goals, you won't hit your goals. So it's all about paying it forward, and I absolutely love that. But I just lost my train of thought. Do you and I don't even know what you said before. I'm so sorry. But I absolutely love this product. I love the simplicity of it. I was actually using another company's product for 7 years before I found this. So I'm good with talking to people that are on that other product. And I love this simplicity. I hands down believe this product will be the iPhone of supplementation over the next 5 years, because we got it going on. We've got the best product on the face of this earth. And then when you couple it with the culture of Lavelle and the comp plan that is out of sight, I mean, this company just sets you up for success. And we just really try to coach the team to recognize that, because this business will fit anybody's life. Like for me, I caught the vision. I caught the vision actually because I went to convention. I don't think they called it Thrive Palooza that year, but it was 2 years ago. I wasn't going to go because I started in February of 2017, and then April was the Texas trip to the convention, and I wasn't going to go because I still wasn't thinking I was going to make this a business. But if you're not planning on going to Palooza, you really need to consider doing that, because I swear to you, that took me from a 12K promoter to a 200K promoter. It was catching that vision of what this company can do for my family and what this business, the option that this business has for us. And I came, in fact, my girlfriend, who is also a 200K on my team, we went together and we flew down for the day. Thank God we were driving, because we literally boarded a plane in Philadelphia, flew down for one day. We took a cab from the airport to the convention, and then that afternoon from the convention back to the airport and back to Philadelphia, and drove home in one day. But it was so transformative of both of our lives. I mean, that is when we caught the vision of, okay, we're going to do this. I literally, and we took off. It will change your business if you've never been to Thrive Palooza. So I'm huge on promoting that, but it really, as a busy mom, this was amazing, because I was missing so much of my kids' lives, being a full-time hairstylist and a business owner, and it's just changed our life, and now we get to be more present in our kids' lives. So it's kind of done everything we needed it to do. And I didn't even know I needed this opportunity in my life when it came to me. But so there's my story. I would have to say, you asked what's working. I will tell you, my biggest mistake in my career was I hit 200K and I went into business management mode and team management, because I thought I thought that was my job. I thought okay, I hit 200K. like now I need to help everybody else hit 200K. And although that is true, you are there to help everybody else. But I'll tell you, the one mistake I made was I left my foot off the gas of my business, my personal business. So when you hear people talk about how you need to do like an 80-20, like 20% of your business life should be spent with culture and like building your team, and then 80% really needs to keep going on your personal stuff. That is so true, and that probably is my biggest struggle in my business. And for me, calendar blocking really does work, but never let your foot off the gas pedal, because that really it shifted my focus. And then if you're not constantly bringing in new customers and new blood in your organization, you're just really doing yourself and this industry and your organization a disservice, because people constantly need that new excitement coming in and to keep them moving forward. So that I would say that would be my biggest mistake, and I'm always reminding people to stay consistent and keep moving forward, keep the forward motion of their business, because as soon as you go stagnant, that's when it doesn't work for you anymore.
I think a lot of times, and I for sure did not fully understand this until I kind of was in the exact same situation. I think a lot of times we think, oh, I recruited 4 people and now I just need to get them, to 4K. And yes, you do. But if they don't want to, then it doesn't matter that you recruited 4 people, because if you bring somebody into the business and they have no desire to build the business, like, you got to keep finding people that want to build the business, and you have to keep introducing. And so many times I get, and I feel the same way. I like recruit somebody and they're all there and they tell me, I want to go 12K. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then it's like they do nothing, which is fine. Like, love everybody, they just end up being more of like a customer. But if I just hung my hat on my goals of people telling me what they wanted to do as opposed to showing me what they could do and wanted to do, like, you find your business can go nowhere fast. And so I completely agree with you that, I didn't really ever understand, like, the people that get you to 4K is not necessarily the team that's going to get you to 12K. And the team that gets you to 12K is not necessarily the team that's going to get you to 40 or 80 or 200. And even at 200, the team that gets you to 200 is not necessarily the team that keeps you at 200. And so I think a lot of times, like, we I definitely felt that way, like, oh, got to 200, we're just going to keep cruising. And I got into that same management mode, kind of like, now it's time to help the team get the same place. And it's like, I stopped helping myself, essentially. So I'd love to kind of hear, what's your take? Because so many times we hear, you need to help people. You need to help people. What, in your experience, like, what is a good, like, help? Because I think sometimes we get confused, and I definitely would do this, is like, help meant do everything. And you cannot do that as a leader. Like, there's different, definitions of the word help. Like, how do you help yourself and how do you help a team?
So we are big on helping them help themselves. So like, for instance, and we have set up tools that help them help themselves. Like, for instance, we do monthly homework chats that are goal specific. So I think the biggest struggle promoters have is, we coach them to calendar block. Just take an hour out of your day to concentrate on your business. So that's not the hard part. The hard part is for them to figure out what to do in that hour. So we have set up homework chats where we literally give a homework assignment every day. And the homework assignment we give to the 4Ks is different than the homework assignment we give to the people that make 200K a goal. So we coach them that way, give them ideas, and it's certainly not anything that's mandatory. I mean, we do give away prizes and stuff, but we just give them ideas on how to grow their business, how to grow their network, how to post on social media, how to reach out to people, how to talk about their products. So we try to instill, and we're still working on this, like, we're a work in progress, but we try to put systems in place that help them to help themselves. Like, Using the ad tag message system through the customer group. So one, new promoters a lot of times will do nothing because they don't know what to say. So using an ad tag message system really helps people that they don't feel like they have to know what to say, but that they know that there's a tool available to them. One, it helps free you up as the leader, because then you're not answering 15 million people about why they should drink water with their Thrive experience. Their new promoter can go to the customer group and tag them in a post that explains it. So we're big on that, helping them to help themselves. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yes. I don't know if you can see my face. I've got you on like a speaker where I can only see you and like 4 people to the side. So I'm like, I don't know if you can see me, but I was like, yes, I like that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you do it for them, they're never going to do it. And then that's not duplicatable either. You need to give them the tools that they can do it themselves, because then that is duplicatable. And that is what this business is all about, is creating systems that can duplicate down further.
Yes, I think the key is like, I always tell people, running your business is just like the Thrive experience. You got to do it correctly. You have to do it consistently, but it's actually really simple to do, and as long as you kind of keep that mindset that your business is just like the Thrive experience, you wouldn't want to take the Thrive experience wrong. That, like, just keep it simple, keep it duplicatable, because that's the other thing about Thrive, is that it's super duplicatable. Everybody can take one capsule lifestyle mix, like DFT. It's super duplicatable. It's super easy to explain it and kind of keep your business in the exact same way. So I love that. I love homework assignments based on where they are in their business. You're gonna have to share your different assignments with me so that I can, because I know people are gonna ask me. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and ask her first to share them with me when she gets the chance, and that way I can share them with others. But I love that. That's so, because I think you do, like, I as much as I'm like all over the place, I also like to have a list. I like to visually look at something that I can cross off and know, okay, I did what I was supposed to do today. And so there's a reason you have homework in school, like, you start doing it when you're 5 years old. Like, you just are trained to kind of, with direction, have a lot of success. So, well, what else? I know you're going to get a new car, so I don't want to keep you too long, which is so exciting. I just got my second vehicle, well, third. My husband has his, but I just went and got my new one in December, and it was super fun. So, what would you tell somebody if maybe they've been at the same rank for a while? What do you tell, because we still have 6 weeks left to go get these rank advancement bonuses. And what if, like, this first 2.5 months, they feel like nothing is happening? 6 weeks in this business can be like 6 years. Like, so much can happen so fast. What would you tell somebody that is like, I really want to hit one of these bonuses, or I really want to do something different, I really want a different result? How would you tell somebody, like, what are the things they should be looking for?
So I would recommend growing your network on social media, because statistics say only 1% of your network right now is ready to buy right now. So it's a matter of getting through those people, and then there's that 80% of your network won't buy from you until they have 12 to 20, and now it's probably even higher impressions about your product. So I always coach people, the best thing to do is to grow your network. Add more Facebook friends, add more Instagram followers, whatever platform you're using, is grow that every day. We coach our team to do that. That's part of our homework assignment, is to make sure they're growing that network. Hang on a second. And then use that as an opportunity to start talking to people. So when I gain new Facebook friends, I grow my Facebook network every day. Like, that's something I consistently do. When I was growing it hard and fast, it was 30 to 50 people I was friend requesting every day. And now it's not so much, because now I have over 4. I started this business with less than 300 Facebook friends, and now I've grown it to over, I think it's over 4,200 now. But the key is not just to get those friends, but to have conversations with them. So what I do is I have, here's a pro tip. If you don't know about text replacement in your phone, I have an iPhone. I do know it does also do it in Androids as well, but text replacement is life, guys, because what I can do is when I get a new Facebook friend, I will message them right away and I'll say, I have a text replacement in my phone that says, thank you for accepting my friend request or for the friend request, whichever it was. It's great to get connected, and a little emoji. Now I have a text replacement in my phone that all I have to do is type out THA and the whole thing comes up. So I don't have to type that over and over and over again. And then when they respond back to me with whatever, a sticker, an emoji, then I have another text replacement in my phone that says, I would love to get to know you because I actually like to know all my Facebook friends. And I tell them a little bit about me. I tell them that, I have 3 kids, that I'm a retired hairstylist, that I work from my phone for an awesome health and wellness company. And then I ask them, how about you? So I'm trying to get to know them, building a relationship, but ultimately getting to popping the question. And that is, hey, have you ever heard of the Thrive Experience? Or, if you're a sampler, would you be interested in a sample? Or would you be interested, you need to get to that point where you're popping the question about your business, about your product. So whether it's, are you interested in watching a video about the vitamins I take, something, but all of a sudden reach outs become very, very easy because one, you're not cold messaging. And I already know how many kids they have, where they live, what they do for a living, what their husband's name is, and what their hobbies are before I even pop that question. But I can do that in about 4 messages. You know what I mean? So if you feel stuck, you need to be growing your network to get more people looking at your stuff, looking at your posts, and knowing about what it is you do. Because this business is all about a numbers game. You talk to 100 people, you're going to have a whole lot more chance of moving that product than if you talk to 10. So hope that helps.
That did. I love that. And the thing, I love hearing you say that because it's a common thing I hear all the time. And I know that you are a big Ray Higdon fan, just like me. And the best of the best, that's what they tell you need to do. You need to be growing your social media networks, wherever that is. One of the questions that came in was, where do you find people? Like, are you talking about, are they on groups? Are you friending friends? Like, friends of your friends? Like, where do you find people that you go and, decide, I want this person to be in my network. I want to know them.
So 2 main places that people you should know or that people you may know. Facebook gets that list of people because those are people looking at your page. And they didn't just stumble on your page. They had to have looked at your page for so many minutes at so many times. So they're already checking you out. So that would be the first place I would go to, is that people you may know in your Facebook. I guess it's in notifications, but you can also find it in like where you find your friends and friend requests. So start there because they're already checking you out anyway. The second place that I found what's really helpful is groups. And my main target audience is moms, busy moms, people that were moms that are on the hamster wheel like I was, that really would like some options for their family. Like those are my humans. So those are the groups I go into. And I also tend to network a lot with other network marketers because I feel like those are my humans too. Like one, I love the industry and I love cheering on other boss babes, even in other companies. But I also want to be there to let people know, that there is a better way. You don't have to cold message. You don't have to spam people. You don't have to use cheesy graphics, So I'm also there, and I'm the first one. If somebody reaches out to me from another company and they ask me how I edit my photos or how do I talk to people, and I'll totally help them out. I just want to elevate the industry. I'm not so tunnel vision when it comes to my company and my team, but it's that groups are super helpful. I've gotten a lot of great friends came from groups. So people you may know, and then groups. And then if you're stuck with that, I always say a good place to start, aside from those two is also go through your friends list. A lot of times you can find people that you forgot you even knew in there. If they're, if their list is public and you can see it, a lot of times you'll find people you graduated high school with or people you just forgot you even knew them. And those are great people to like catch up with because you haven't talked to them forever.
Absolutely. I actually was invited to like a brunch, like a birthday brunch, and I replied like, I just put a comment in the event, and then one of the attendees replied and it was like, "Hey Amber," and I was like, "Do I know this person?" And so I like went to her profile and like stalked her, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, yes, I went to high school with her." But because like, I keep my maiden name a part of my name, but it was like she didn't, and so I like did not recognize the name. Like, she looks, it's been 20 years since I've seen her, and I was like, oh, friend request, bam, bam, let's get connected. She said hi to me, like, let's get excited. So it's so true. There's so many people out there that, I think we get so tied up thinking I've talked to everybody, my circle's only this big, and I'm like, as long as you got the internet working for you, your circle's as big as you want to make it. All right, well, we're right at 30 minutes, so if you have a question, drop it in the chat. I'm going to open this up for a little Q&A with Jennifer. If you have a question, I did answer Kyla's. She wanted to know where you find people to search keywords. We'll see if anybody else has anything. Well, I'm definitely going to friend request you. But I'll follow you because I know you got to keep your friends list tight, for that networking. But I love to see how other people edit their photos and what they post and all that. So I'll definitely be Facebook stalking you now. And I completely agree with you. Like, I love what you said about building up the industry because I was one of those people too. I had probably been approached by every business under the sun, and I was somebody that thought pyramid scheme, and I didn't know, I just didn't ever know what was real and what wasn't until I started seeing people have success in other companies, and it took 10 years of seeing watching other people have success in Scentsy, Arbonne, other companies, that when it was my turn and I was a stay-at-home mom and I was looking for something to do, because of them always being just so consistent and so proud of what they were doing, like, I was like, okay, maybe I need to look at network marketing like this, and my husband was super skeptical. And so I'm with you, like, building up the industry and like, letting people know this is a legit, because I am like the biggest like hater now. If somebody says, and don't comment with any of your pyramid scheme products, I like want to punch that person in the face over Facebook. I'm just like, you don't even know. And I'm like, well, you probably wouldn't be complaining so much about this, and that if you would look at some of these network marketing, these pyramid scheme products. Okay, one question. How can you bring interest to get promoters to join your team?
So I will say I never lead with the opportunity. One, our comp plan is customer, like it's so customer oriented. I never lead with the comp plan. I will, however, always mention it during their honeymoon phase. Every new thriver has, I call it the honeymoon phase, when they're like singing your praises. They love you. You are life to them because you've changed their life. So what I do then is I'll be like, well, not only could you earn your product for free, but you could make some extra money if you switch to promoter. So that's how that's actually probably how I've gotten a lot of my promoters. But if you were to lead with the opportunity, I wholeheartedly believe in this business. So I first discuss the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a pyramid scheme. It's not some cheesy whatever. You know what I mean? And I'm so passionate about this industry. I hands down believe that network marketing is the wave of the future. I mean, I don't know if it's like this in Texas, but in Pennsylvania, our malls are closing. Stores are going out of business left and right because of internet shopping. That's where people want to buy stuff, is the internet. They don't want to have to go to a store. So with how society is so review driven, people would much rather buy on a friend's recommendation a product than a cold market ad. So in my opinion, network marketing is where it's at. And if you don't jump on this train now, I mean, you don't even know what you're missing out on. But I'm very, very loyal to Lavelle. I mean, I will live and die here. I absolutely love Lavelle. Our comp plan is better, and I'm a comp plan geek. So I totally geek out on like learning new comp plans, and I'm like always so shocked at these people that think they have a good comp plan, and I'm like, girl, I know about your comp plan and it sucks. Sorry, excuse my language. So our comp plan is amazing. Our culture within this company is amazing, and I wholeheartedly believe in it. But in addition to all of that, we have a product that is so universal. I mean, yes, there's good skincare out there, but you can the market is so small for so many companies, where ours is so universal. It's good for everybody. So I touch on all of those points when I'm talking to somebody that is interested in the business opportunity and questioning me about my company. So I kind of touch on all of those things, but the biggest thing is the culture within our company. The comp plan is amazing, and our product is so universal. Literally everybody needs our product, whether you're a child all the way up to, elderly life. Everybody needs our product. Everybody out there that's not on Thrive is vitamin deficient, and they need to feel the way we feel. I mean, that's just the way it is. So, and that makes it a product that's saleable. Everybody needs it. So that's how I go about talking to people about the business opportunity. I hope I didn't word vomit all over you.
No, that was awesome. I'm with you. I've actually been with Lavelle for 5 years. And I will follow Jason Camper to the ends of this earth, because I honestly believe that man knows what's up. And if I'm going to trust like my financial situation to somebody, it is him. Like, I'm with you. Like, you can't, nobody's doing what Lavelle's doing, period. End of statement, like, ever. And every time that I kind of like think, oh, I kind of wish we were doing that, or, oh, this would be nice, or whatever. Like, Jason's like a step ahead of me, and he's already like, this is coming. Why don't you just relax and trust me? And I'm like, you're right. It's been 5 years. I don't know why I still even think that way. We do have a couple more questions. Hold on one second for me.
Yep, I'm good.
Bring interest, no matter what, any repairment scheme. Jennifer, oh, you got some love from one of your own. She says, but this is one of Jennifer's team members, and we love her. All of the tips she shared here in the live helps so much. So that it's just people singing your praises. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for hopping on. I will find you at Thrivepalooza and introduce myself so that we can be real life friends, not just internet friends. And
I'm a hugger too, so make sure you give me a hug.
Oh, I'm a big hugger. Like, I'm like a grab you by the arm, like, hey, how are you? Like, give a hug. So me too. So that'll be great. We'll just hug for a few minutes, and it won't be weird for anybody. So all right, we'll definitely post pictures of that new car. Cannot wait to see it. I agree with you. I have 2 kids, so the Lexus GX like fits us perfect. But if I had that 3rd child, you would need that big Escalade. I agree with you. So, yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody so much for hopping on. Y'all go follow Jennifer on Facebook. She'll give you really cool marketing tips, and she'll share with you what you're doing wrong if you ask her. And we'll see everybody here on another training. So thank you, seriously. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Have a good day.
You too.